Question 7. Find the exact value, Phil, notice exact value of that integral. Did you do it again on this one?
I did it again.
Oh. Right, so that's the integral. Notice it has said exact value. We're going to integrate it, add 1 to the power. Careful when you add 1 to a third, because that doesn't give you 2/3, does it? Give you 4/3. Divide by the new power. We're also going to divide by the coefficient of x. So that's what we're dividing by between 1 and 9. We've got a slightly messy fraction thing going on here. Let's tidy it up a little bit first. This is, we're dividing by 28/3. So let's write it as 3 over 28 times 7x plus 1 to the 4/3 between 1 and 9. Now let's carefully put those limits in. 3 over 28. Now what we've got here, 7 9s is 63, plus 1 is 64 to the 4/3. Take away 3 28ths of 7 1s is 7, plus 1 is 8 to the power of 4/3. So we've got 3 over 28, 64 cube rooted is, do you remember the poem, don't you? Fractional indices are just like a flower. The top is the bottom's the root, the top is the power. Considering how often I say that poem, I'm rubbish, should be reciting. Practice it. So the cube root of 64 is 4. 4 to the power of 4 will give us 2, 5, 6. 3 28ths of 2, 5, 6. Take away 3 28ths of 8 cube rooted is 2 to the 4 is 16. I think you might want to go with the calculator at this point, because this is all getting quite out of hand, isn't it? So we've got some big numbers. It ends up as, is it 180 over 7? Is that, am I remember the answer right? 180 over 7 at the end of that, which is exactly. Great. 2. Use Simpson's rule with 2 strips. 2 strips. It's a mockery of Simpson's rule. I wanted to get that on video. To show that an approximate value can be expressed in that form given there, where the values of m and n are to be stated. Right, so we're now doing this with Simpson's rule. Interesting. So we're doing the integral from 1 to 9 of 7x plus 1 to the third dx. So I'm going to set up my little table of values. 2 strips. 2 strips needs 3 values. So I need my values being 1, 9, and what comes halfway between them? Well, 9 plus 1 is 10, over 2 is 5. I do my little table for these with my 3 columns in it, remember this? And then you've got your 7x plus 1 to the third in there. Except, of course, we're not going to need all 3 columns. Normally we go and then back. But there's only 2 strips. Craziness. So if you put 1 into that, you get 7 plus 1 is 8, power of a third is 2. If you put 5 into that, you get 35 plus 1 is 36, to the power of a third is the cube root of 36. And then we do this one again. 7 9 to 63 plus 1 is 64, cube rooted is 4. So they are our values. And we're going to put them into our Simpson's rule formula, which is on the formula booklet. So the integral is approximately equal to a third times h, and h is the gap between these values, so that's 4, times the first plus the last. And then remember how Simpson's rule goes. It goes plus 4 times this column, plus 2 times this column. We've not got anything in this column, we've got 4 times that one, so plus 4 times the cube root of 36. So that's our Simpson's rule formula. Still, we're not just throwing this into the calculator, are we? Because the question is asked for this to be exact. So our integral, well, it's not asked for it, that's an odd thing to say, it's asked for it to be in that particular form, hasn't it, in terms of the cube root of 36. We've got 4/3 of 6 plus 4 times the cube root of 36. So that is 4/3 of 6 is going to be 8. And 4/3 of that is going to be 16/3 of cube root of 36. So there is our value. Finally, the question said, use the results from 1 and 2 to find an approximate value of the cube root of 36. Giving your answer in the form P over Q, where P and Q are integers. So what we're saying is these two things have evaluated the same thing in different ways. We got an exact value, which was 180/7. And that's approximately equal to our symptoms rule value, which is that, because it was the same area we were looking at. So we now need to rearrange this to get an approximate value for the cube root of 36. So it's got to be, your method mark here is for a sensible rearrangement of this. So we're going to take away the 8 to start with. Take away 8, that's 180, take away 56 is 1, 2, 4. I might be doing this wrong, number 7. We're then going to do other stuff. I don't want to do this in my head anymore. So the cube root of 36 is that divided by 16/3, so times 3/16. The 16 and the 124 cancel, don't they? Is that right? And you get, well, you don't get a nice answer. I wouldn't do it in my head anyway. We get 93/28 from doing that. Yes, the 4 goes into 124/16, doesn't it? And then you can multiply that like this. There you go, for 2 marks at the end of it. Notice that this statement here wasn't enough on its own. To get the method mark, you had to do a rearrangement of that statement in order to qualify for it, and the accuracy mark was only for that value, or an unsimplified version of that value, as long as it was a fraction. There we go, and that's maths.